All right, so today we were talking about perimeter. And perimeter, which is shown with the letter P in its formula form, is simply the distance around a shape. When we're using units to display perimeter, we can use millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. However, I think we'll be focusing mostly on millimeters and centimeters in our textbook because those are used for smaller objects. Formulas for the perimeter of polygons. For an irregular polygon, and pretty much every other type of shape, you can use the perimeter formula of P equals side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 plus side 4, etc., etc. You basically are just adding up all the sides to find the distance around. For a regular polygon, let's remember that regular polygons, their sides all have the same length. The way you find the perimeter is that you have perimeter equals side length times the number of sides. So when looking at this square, we have one side marked 3 centimeters, and since a regular polygon has equal sides, we can say perimeter equals 3 centimeters times 4. 3 centimeters being the side length, and 4 being the number of sides. When we talk about rectangles, our formula, we can say it two ways. We could say perimeter equals 2L plus 2W, meaning that's 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Or we could say 2 times the length plus the width. Instead of having to go 6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4, we can basically remember that if this is 6, this is 6. And if this is 4, this is 4. So we can use those two formulas. So in this case, we would say 2 times 6 plus 2 times 4, or 2 times 6 plus 4. Looking at some other examples here for regular polygons, we might have something like this, where each side has a different measure. Remembering our regular polygon formula, we'd say perimeter equals side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 plus side 4 plus side 5. So 6 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5 plus 11 equals 38 centimeters. For regular polygons, if we had this equilateral triangle, and one side is marked as 8 centimeters, we can see that there are congruency marks there. So if this is 8 centimeters, that would be 8 and that would be 8. Our perimeter shows this. Perimeter equals one side, 8 centimeters, times 3. So perimeter equals 8 times 3 equals 24 centimeters. Lastly, here's another rectangle. This rectangle is 14 centimeters long and 6 centimeters wide. We can use either of the two formulas. First, 2 times length plus 2 times width. So 2 times 14 plus 2 times 6 equals 40. Or we could use the formula P equals 2 of the length and width added together. So P equals 2 times L plus W, that's 2 times 14 plus 6, 2 times 20 equals 40 centimeters. When you move on to your homework for today, if there's no measure given for a side, measure it. Okay, use your ruler, and I would recommend using millimeters. If you want to use centimeters, that's okay, but millimeters will be easier. Number 2, look for clues. Do you see any of those congruence marks? Because if you do, if you see this lining up with a measure, that means it has the same measure. And lastly, use common sense. If the numbers seem wrong, well, they probably are wrong. There you have it. Good luck.